Hello, how is everyone? Can you hear me? Why am I hearing myself? I don't love that. Ugh. Hey, Bool, how are you? Okay, I've got a cat. It's really interfering with my ability to figure out why I'm hearing myself in the microphone. I'm good. Hey, May. You can hear two of me also. Cool. Love that. I love that for us. Um, oh my gosh. Hang on. Let me figure this out. Let me try this. Can you only hear one of me now? I'm still hearing myself. What is happening? What? Yeah, it's delayed too. It's really rough, huh? Okay. Is your microphone also coming from your laptop? It shouldn't be. I only have one mic input on my on OBS. Oh my goodness. Let me switch it back to starting soon and see if I can get this figured out. Okay, can we test this and see if we hear me once, if you guys hear me at all? Why? Did you guys hear me twice? Okay, so you only heard me once that time? Is my stream playing somewhere near me? No. Only on OBS. Oh, thank you, Shannon. Can you hear the kitty? Okay. I think I might have gotten it. Okay, are we... How many times do we hear me now? Once. Only once, and I don't hear myself. I fixed it. Okay. This makes me this boosts my confidence, my technological confidence. Audio stuff is like not my strong suit. So the fact that I fixed it, I don't know how I fixed it, but I did fix it. So okay, let's get this started properly. Hi everyone. I'm so excited that you're here. Um, Today is Friday, and it's a little bit different today because I don't have the chickens inside. But it is the first sunny day we've had in like 2.5 weeks. So I am going to let the chickens enjoy their sunshine outside. So they are not inside with us. Let me catch up on chat a little bit because I was a bit distracted. Miss Mocha is here to say hi and to get in the way as much as possible. I do have this little chicken friend on my lap. I haven't named her yet, but it's a. Have you guys heard of the company Warmies? They make these cute little animals and they're full of like rice and lavender, so you can heat them up in the microwave and they get warm and cuddly. And I absolutely love this little little girl, little lady. So I have her with me. But let me scroll back up here and read the chat since I was distracted. Make sure I welcome everyone. So Shannon, Simsamoye, 12 a.m. your time. Girl, I told you you better be prioritizing your self-care, making sure you sleep. Bool, I'm so excited that you're here. That's awesome. And May and Lady, good morning. Yes, it is morning where you are, isn't it? I love all the different time zones we've got here because it is just after noon where I am. All right, and then the last one is Stream Elements Bot being so helpful. Even though we don't have chickens tomorrow, it's Saturday, I'm off work, and I'm happy to be here. Oh, Simsamoye, I am so happy you're here. And I'm gonna just because I'm really excited about this right now. Simsamoye and I are gonna be Insta partners. So I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna get her added to all my tags and stuff after stream. Um, yeah. Hey Mocha, you're right on the mouse, man. Girl, lady, you're on the mouse. You got a good butt, but we'd rather see your face parts. These cats, man. Please don't cry again. Oh, you guys, I have just been having sort of an emotional week. Yay, happy for you guys. You're sending in chat too fast. Yeah, I do have slow mode on. If I could quickly figure out how to change that. We haven't really had any problems with chat at all. All right. Here. I changed slow mode to 3 seconds. So that should make it a little bit easier for you guys. Love to be able to have partners, but I feel I'm not. No, you absolutely can, May. Absolutely. I mean, some of my partners are not regular posters, and really, I think the important part of being Insta partners is like it's someone that you love. Like, all of my Insta partners are people that I really connected with. I love talking to them. I want to support them in any way possible. I love their builds, and it doesn't matter to me how often they post. It's just, yeah, Shannon, it's just to support each other. It's just to like show the love. You know, just share another wonderful human with the world. And make sure that there's as many people as possible who can see what a wonderful human they are. That's what it is for me, anyway. And I think that for a lot of people, it's the same. So if there's someone that you want to support and be partners with, I think it's wonderful. Just reach out and ask. I was so nervous. Uh, like I kind of wanted to ask for an Insta partner before I had one, and Joe reached out to me and actually asked me to be her partner first, and I was so flattered and honored and surprised because I didn't think that I was good enough to for anyone to want to be my partner. I was like, what is this? But yeah, it's all about just supporting each other. I was so lucky that Joe asked me too because I had no idea, yeah, what I was doing exactly. You're all my undisclosed Insta partners. Lady, I love that. We're just hanging out and chatting for a little bit. So, um, honestly, I was so glad and still am that you reached out. Best day. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I could make your day like that. That makes me so happy. I am just constantly blown away by the support in this community. Okay, let's see. May, I suppose I just share everyone's build all the time anyway. Yeah, yeah. Random question. How long do the warmies stay warm out of the microwave? So many options. And there, yes, oh my gosh, there's so many options and there's so many more that I want. But of course, I had to start with the chicken. Um, and they stay warm for a really long time. So I warmed her up. I put her in, I think the instructions say to do it for 90 seconds, and I always do 60 seconds and then like let it run and then come back to the microwave and do another 30, just because I don't want to accidentally like burn the rice and stuff because then I think it'll smell bad. But I heated her up. I shoved her in the microwave. I guess uh, about 10 minutes before stream started, and she's still like warm. Like she's warm. Um, in the most comforting way. It's like slightly weighted. It's just so nice to keep on your lap and so cozy. I think the only concern I would have is like if you have kids or something that you're giving them to, you can't like take the cover off to wash it separately. So if it gets like dirty or something, that would be a challenge. But yeah, I love her. She's absolutely my favorite thing. No, this is for my adult self. Yeah, exactly, right? Like this is for me sitting here holding this chicken. Like I always got to have um my comfort items around. I have a horse warmie that I've had since I was a kid and it's super comforting. Oh, wow. I love that. Yeah, I feel like I have one stuffed animal that I have had since I was a baby, and it's a panda. Its name is Panda. Very creative as a child, but holding that little bear, like if I'm having a tough time and I get that guy out and squeeze him, I mean, it's just so comforting to have that comfort from when I was a kid and have it carry through to now. Um, and yeah, this is my little friend for while I'm at the computer. Um, but yeah, I sometimes I don't even warm her up. I'll just grab her off the shelf and give her a squeeze. But I do love it when she's warm, especially when it's cold outside like today. I made my own with rice and beans and add a secret blend of essential oils to help with cramps and sleep. Yeah, I have made my own like ones long skinny ones that I can like drape around my neck and stuff for like muscle aches and stuff. It's just something I can't sew in this level of detail. Like I can sew pretty well, but not chicken well, you know? Hello, lovely lady. Hope you're okay today. Thank you, Steph. Welcome on in. We're glad you're here. I am good today. Stop the chicken plus. Yeah, so we were just talking about her. She's actually a wormy, which is they make these there's so many adorable animals to choose from, and they have rice and lavender inside of them. So you can heat them up in the microwave, and she's warm, and she's kind of weighted, and she's just the most comforting little lady. And the chickens are outside today. The real life chickens, the real ladies are outside today because it's the first sunny day we've had in absolute weeks. I mean, it's been so rainy here, and so I want them to enjoy every second of sunshine that those sweet girls can enjoy. So they are outside and not hanging out with us. Sims Moye, I only got squishy comes in handy when you're having a call with your boss. Yes. Oh my gosh. The number of times I have sat here squeezing this while on the phone with with someone at work or responding to an email. That is absolutely a very handy thing to keep near your desk. LJ heard your voice and came to sit on my lap on her way over. Maybe 10 baby steps away, she kept saying, "Hi, Bok Bok." She recognizes my voice. Oh my gosh. You guys. Seriously. That is the sweetest thing, and I absolutely love it. I think at this point, you guys are just taking advantage of the fact that I told you I'm having an emotional week, and you're telling me all these things that you know are going to make me squeal. That's so sweet. You guys. So, Fridays are my day to, I volunteer to horse rescue every Friday. Stop. Don't you start crying because I'm emotional too. Oh, goodness. We're all going to be emotional. Noxie? Sorry. The dog is. Hey, you're tangled in my cords. Back up, please. Back up, please. Go lay in your couch. Or tippy tap around the house or something. Sorry, dog is. she's, She got her. So she's still recovering from surgery. She got her stitches out on Monday, but she's still wearing her cone, and she's like really sad about that. And there's just absolutely nothing I can do to make her happy right now. So she's this is actually the first dream that she has not been in her kennel, so I'm kind of testing it out and seeing how she handles it. Might be an extra level of chaos even above the chickens, you never know. Oh, thank you guys for being so kind and greeting each other. And hugs for Noxie. You know, when she wanders back in here, I'll give her some hugs. We'll try some cone free time. um, it's been pretty stressful watching her. She got the stitches out, but she still wants to like lick at the wound and stuff. So that's why we've got the cone back on. But yeah, I was gonna tell you guys about my morning. So I uh, volunteer at a horse rescue every Friday morning, and I absolutely love it. It's so wonderful to see those big sweet babies, and we take in abused and neglected horses. We take them out of those situations and bring them to our barn and rehab them and get them healthy and help them learn to receive love and trust humans again, and just teach them that they can be their happy, healthy horse selves. And so, but this morning, I haven't been in a couple weeks because of Noxie's surgery, and there's a new horse that came in. She was found running at large, which means she was she was just like out. Um, she wasn't pulled out of a bad situation other than she was just like running around uh, the county, like got called in by people. So um, she was brought in like a week ago, and she's just been the saddest horse. Like she's just hanging her head and not really perking up. So I don't know what's going on with her, but it absolutely broke my heart today. So I spent about an extra hour hanging out with her, gave her a good brush down and lots of loves. And um, I think one of the people I volunteer with is considering bringing her to their place for to adopt her, um, because he sort of brings in older uh, older horses and uh, horses that would be harder for us to adopt out. He will adopt them and sort of just give them a nice comfy retirement home where they have some nice horse friends, and he and his wife are there to love on them, and they're the sweetest, most wonderful people. And he was telling me he's thinking about, once her 30-day period of, sort of being at the rescue is up, he's thinking of, he's going to talk to his wife, and he really wants to bring her home. And it just made my heart so happy because I think that's what she needs. She needs a family to just consistently give her love, and help her through this depression. It's so sad. Animals are so lucky to have you. You're so kind. Bless her soul. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, I didn't mean to be a downer with that. I just really wanted to share it. It was heavy on my heart today. Just thinking about her. So if you guys could throw some positive thoughts out into the world for Lucy the horse, I would really appreciate that. Um, she's on my mind a lot today. Here's Mac. He has come. He does not want us to forget that he exists. Hey, buddy, you want to be on camera? You're just gonna stand off to the side, give us your butt. All right. Well, let's switch back to Sims. We can do some building. We are working on our little cottage, and I'm actually thinking that I might make some progress on it today. um, I think it'd be great if I could make some progress on it. Let's see. So I've got sort of the general layout down. I'm still not entirely convinced that I love this setup over here. Let's see, sending so many thoughts out there for the wonderful girl. Thank you, Steph. I've been stuck on a shell challenge for about an hour now, still trying to roof it. Just Lilo, hi. How are you today? Popping in to say hi. I heard half your story about the horse, and I'm happy she's being taken care of. Yes. Yeah, we do our best to take care of them. Sometimes, being in a barn with lots of other horses and volunteers, different people there every single day and night, is not the best environment. It's always better than abuse and neglect, obviously, but sometimes it's just not the right environment for a horse to really be their truest, happy, healthy self. So we rely on some of our wonderful volunteers to help them, to foster them and get them into sort of one-on-one situations. And I really hope that they're able to do that with Lucy, because she's such a special girl. I love her so much already. Yeah, and I'm wearing this is my barn sweatshirt. It's Horse Haven of Tennessee is where I volunteer, and it's got a uh, sparkly Tennessee. I don't know if you can even see that. Oh, I'm really bad at this. There we go. All right. So yeah, we are working on this little house. So I made myself a little cauldron stack. Can you guys hear the game audio? It's not showing up that it's doing anything. And do you want to hear the game audio? You don't. You may not even want to. So let's see. Can't hear any. Yeah, I've been having some audio problems today. Steph, I think you missed the part where we could all hear me multiple times. So I guess audio problems are just sort of what's going on. It's still not showing that it's picking anything up from Sims audio. What about now? Oh, well, you can definitely hear the dog. All right. Volume okay on the Sims audio? Yes, woof back. Hear that, Noxie? Someone said hi to you, sweet girl. Yeah. It is Noxie. Yeah, the barking is Noxie. Well, I'm gonna turn the camera. You guys will see how messy this room is, because some cats were locked in here last night, and they just like tore the place apart. But there she is, looking out the window. It's Johnny Knoxville. Hey, No-Nos, look at me. Look over here. There you are. There's that pretty face. Alright. You see how messy the room is. It's a secret invite into my messy house. Sims audio could be a little louder. Let me fix that. I tend to keep my game volumes pretty low. I feel like it's not getting much higher, but I'm afraid to mess too much with the computer sound settings since I was having such weird microphone. Perfect at 75. What did I leave it at? Probably higher than 75, huh? Okay, good. Okay, so you guys can hear it. Good. I'm gonna bump it down a little bit. 78. Seems like a good number. Pretty Noxie. Yeah, she is. Looking a little goofy in her cone. But that's okay. So, I was playing around with that rug, but I'm gonna say no to it, because I don't really like it. I think I'm liking this little corner more and more now. I really wasn't liking it before, but then I sort of decided on this, like, kind of chaotic, eclectic, found all the furniture at the thrift store or the antique shop or the flea market sort of vibe with this house, and I'm liking it a little bit better. So I kind of like this general layout. Let's go take a peek at the bathroom. Pretty standard bathroom size, huh? My favorite sort of vibe in The Sims. Yes, mine too. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was. We've got Ravioli Simmer. Oh, hello. Hi, it's so nice to see you. I love that idea. I need to mix and match styles more. Yeah, it's if I'm ever like struggling with you know, what do I want this to look like, or I can't quite figure out a style that works best, it is my default go-to. Like, I'll just pick a bunch of things that are chaotic but also look good together. So happy to catch a stream. I am so happy that you're here. That's so exciting. Oh, and everyone is so welcoming and kind. I just love this community that we are making over here so much. You guys are absolutely fabulous. All right, so let's see what we can do about this. Bathroom. We need... I feel like I always do this to myself. I floor plan out a bathroom that's 2 by 3, and then I end up wishing I had made it different. Thanks for the warm welcome, everyone. Oh. Sometimes I sit and think how miserable I'd be building in The Sims and not having you guys now. Like, what would I be doing? Shannon, I know. Like, I spent a lot of time building by myself, right? And like not having anyone to share it with. And now I have just such a wonderful community, and I don't know how I got any satisfaction out of it before. Like I just don't understand it. um so true. Like showing builds to my fiance who totally does not get it. Yes, right? Um I will show builds to John, and he's just like, that's nice. You know, he's supportive, but he just doesn't get it. Lilo, I feel the same exact way. Building in Sims is like 700% more fun now. Yes, absolutely. 100%. 700%. You're correct. Yeah, you missed Noxycam. I'm so sorry. We'll probably get more Noxycam. It was mostly like see my messy office cam, with a little bit of Noxy in it. Same Shannon makes this experience more purposeful. Ah, yes, I love that. Um, the use like that. It's the intention, right? Like instead of just getting on Sims and building just for the sake of building, there's a lot more intention around it now, and it makes it more meaningful and purposeful, and I love that. And all the challenges, yes. Oh, you guys, just absolutely the greatest community. I cannot imagine there being a better community anywhere on the internet than what we have made in our little Simsta family. And now on Twitch also. Really having a hard time with this bathroom, as always. Really hate bathrooms. Should have made it bigger so I could use that bathroom clutter kit. You know what I might do, though? This might be a little weird, but I might just not put a bathroom sink in here, because we've got a sink right out here. And, like, if we're being honest with ourselves, the Sims are gonna use the wrong sink. I mean, if there's a bathroom sink, they're gonna be doing dishes in it. They're gonna be washing their hands in the kitchen sink. So why not just prevent that altogether by letting them... They just have one choice. They can choose the one sink on the property. Exactly, I do that too, yeah. I don't really want to have to figure out how to make this bathroom work with all the different pieces it needs to be a bathroom. Hello, Mac. Are you coming to join us again? Yeah, come on, bud. Right over here. Not me being like, I'll actually get some building done today because there's no chickens inside. And then I'm distracted by every other animal in this house. That's just the way it goes, though. My tiny homes rarely have a sink in the bathroom for that reason. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tiny home, absolutely. There's never going to be more than one sink on the property. Absolutely not. And sometimes it's going to be outside because I've run out of tiles inside. My house flip challenge was your first ever, but it was so much fun. Lilo, I love that. I had so much fun seeing all the entries for the challenge, which reminds me, I really need to get the stuff together for the voting on that, because we're going to start that this weekend for the community vote. And then I was thinking that maybe a couple of my streams next week, I might tour the builds that are on the gallery um, as a fun thing to do for stream. I love this bathtub, and I wish it wasn't so expensive. It doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not building on a budget right now, but I just like love the very antique clawfoot look of it. I want to get better at building. I'm good at decorating and landscaping, though. So, Ravioli, do you want to get better at like doing the floor plans and kind of making the structures themselves look interesting? Because I struggled with that for a long time. I had such a hard time roofing that. Took so much of me not to furnish. The many times I furnished the house flip challenge and deleted the items. Yeah, that was part of the challenge. That was it. Look, they call it a challenge for a reason, guys. I had to challenge you. And not furnishing it was part of the challenge. Yeah, floor plans and stuff. So yeah, it can be really tricky. It took me a long time to feel like, oh, I can actually do like a floor plan. I can make this building look more than just like a couple boxes. Um, you tried to copy real life floor plans, yet they don't always translate into The Sims well, do they? Um, I love Rolo's floor plans. She's the one I paired up with to do my challenge, but her page is fantastic. Like if you just need a floor plan, she is amazing at that. And she does some like real life to Sims translations that she can take like a real life floor plan and figure out like what calculations to do to make it fit into the Sims grid system. I like it's amazing to me. Definitely still struggle with floor plans. Can definitely recommend. Yes. Let me see here. Hey Tat, how are you? Um okay, I think that's the link to her page if you guys want to check her out. Maybe? I'm clicking on it to see if it works. Yes. Congrats on being in Builders Games. Thank you so much. Yeah, congrats to everyone who made it into the Builders Games. I haven't had much time to spend in the Discord yet because I had a very busy morning. But I know May, I saw you in there. Um, Hold on, I think I missed a couple things. I love doing that, but I'm scared of posting in case it get done for plagiarism. Yeah, I think as long as you credit, like if you copy a real life floor plan and kind of Simsify it, if you give credit to the original, I think that you're fine. It wouldn't be plagiarism if you say inspired by. Yeah, exactly. Builder Games is going to be so fun. Simsamoye, are you in there as well? I have like not, I've hardly looked at the Discord yet. I'm so excited about it though. I mean, just the storytelling, like the whole theme. Shannon, I know you're in there. Yeah, you should definitely post some, May. People would love to see that. I still, when I'm like, when I have a building, like what we did with this one, I kind of built the shell and then um, it takes me so long to figure out what I want the floor plan to be. Yes, Moye does deserve to be there. Absolutely. Um, the time of day when I get a little sunlight through my windows, so we got a fun little shadow, but that's okay. I'm not mentally ready for a competition. Runs away frantically. Oh my goodness. I don't know that I'm mentally ready either. So I applied totally on a whim. Like I just like saw the application and was like, I'm gonna do it. Chances are I'm not gonna get in anyway, right? Like who would want me to build in this competition? And then I got in and I seriously like for the last couple weeks I've been sort of like maybe I should tell them I can't actually do it. Like maybe I should back out before they have a chance to accept me, you know? Hi Nina. How are you? Okay, I catch up on chat. I hardly get any building done with you guys and I absolutely love you for that. Um Let's apply next season. Yes, lady, you and Moye need to apply next season and we will root for you. Absolutely. I might be brave and go for it next time. Yes, Steph, you too. You guys would all be wonderful. Can't wait for this season. Oh, what's the Builders game? So it's a competition on they do it on Instagram and it's held I don't know how often. It feels like season three just ended, but then they put out a call for applications for season four, and you have different prompts every week to do a build for, and then so you do your build, and every week like a certain number of people are eliminated until there's a winner. I'm so glad you didn't. We can both cry with stress together now if it gets hard. Yeah, Shannon, I'm going to be in your DMs all the time going, why did I sign up for this? I can support you, but I don't think I'll ever be ready. Oh, Moye. That's okay. Totally understandable. Competitions are not for everyone. Good, you're doing the bathroom now. Well, I'm doing a general layout in the bathroom, I think. I really haven't made any. I don't think I've made any changes to this since I've been logged in. Um, we've mostly been talking. Is anyone ever truly ready? Though no. Literally didn't prepare myself, and now I'm stressed already about it. Yes, May. I think we are all feeling that way. Oh, Tat, supporting Moye. I love that. Kind of relieved I wasn't accepted this season, to be honest. Yeah, lady, I was sort of hoping not to be accepted, if we're being honest. But you know, this week seems to be all about me stepping outside of my comfort zone. So uh, that's they just continued that, I guess, by accepting me into it. Sounds like so much fun, but I'd be so nervous at the same time. Yeah, I think that we are all really nervous. Just sort of from all the people that I've talked to, which is not a lot. Really just you guys. Um, but like you know, a couple other messages that I exchange with people. Like I think everyone is just really nervous. Like we're all kind of like, what? We got accepted? That's why I'm staying too. I need to push myself. Yeah, it's good for us to get out of our comfort zones, right? Because builders who are in this season, I cannot compete with y'all. Y'all are too good. There are some amazing builders this season. You'll all do great, though, I'm sure. Lilo, thank you. Thank you for your support, for your faith in us. I love that. I want to do something from the notebook for my intro, but I can't decide what scene to do. Ooh, interesting. I think I know. So I know exactly what I'm going to try and build um, for my intro, but I am so worried it's not going to come out looking the way that it is in my head. Um, because I'm going to try and get it exactly perfect to the way uh, it is in my head after reading this book series the like 15 times that I've read it or however much. I just love seeing what everyone does with the same problem. It's amazing. Yes. Gotta go. My phone battery's on 1%. Lilo, we'll miss you. Thank you so much for swinging by. I appreciate it so, so much. And go charge your phone. Seriously. Is the intro just week one or am I missing something? I was thinking Ferris wheel since we have that. No, we do have a Ferris wheel. Um, yeah, I haven't really gotten into the uh, manual enough to figure out the dates, but I need to get them all written down so I've got it straight in my head. It's like I have like so much anxiety about missing a deadline or something. I hate bathrooms this size. I hate doing them. I hate making them. I feel like they never look good. I can never make them look cute. Toilets are always awkward. Like, what is it? Just live next to the bathtub? Like, what? Bye! Bye, Lilo. Oh, guys, I forgot. I forgot about a thing I wanted to do. I'm gonna switch over to just chatting again because it's kind of a cozy, lazy Friday. Um, what do you mean bathrooms are the best to decorate, Nina? I love you for feeling that way. Um, I'm gonna bump down my exposure a little bit because of the sun coming through the window. Okay, so I do this thing for myself every day, and I was running late this morning, and so I didn't get to do it. And I thought it'd be fun to do it with you guys on stream if you're open to it. And I'll probably once I become affiliate, I'm gonna have this as a like redemption maybe to pull a card. But I have these decks. So one of them is a gratitude deck, and it's got like gratitude prompts. Oh, sorry, I hit my microphone. And then this one's a self care deck. And it's got little like they're just little bits of wisdom to kind of make you think about throughout the day and think about like what ways you can focus on yourself a little bit more or have a little bit more gratitude for something in your life. And I just love pulling a card from one of those every morning. And then I like to pull a card from this deck every day, which is The Universe Has Your Back, which just has sort of a nice little it's another nice thing to think about every day. So I wanted to do this with you guys. Do you guys have a preference between self-care and gratitude? Which one would you? Ooh, there we go. Which one would you like to pull from today? Um, self-care, self-care, self-care. All right, self-care. And I love them because like the art on these is just so like pretty and nice and happy. So I am just going to close my eyes and pick one for us. Let's see. This one. We got kindness. Say self care because I feel like we as a collective have neglected self care lately. Absolutely. So let's focus on kindness to ourselves. So, what this one says is what if being kind to yourself really could change everything? I love that. What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? And it really can. It really, really can. I'm going to take pictures of this really quick because I'll post it on my stories later so you guys can screenshot it if you want. Yeah, I just love having these little, they're all pretty short, just little things to think about throughout the day. And I personally have seen this one make a really big difference in my life, where I have started to show myself a lot of kindness in the last year that I never used to, and um, it really does change everything. Love the art style, love that so much. We are all so kind to each other, but we can sure be kind to ourselves too. Yes. Yes, and how many times? So, one of the things that I think about a lot is, I try to, if I catch myself sort of being hard on myself, I'll be like, if one of my friends were in this position, if this happened to one of my friends, and they were talking to me about it, what would I say to them? Because it sure as heck wouldn't be like, you should have done better. I would have told them they tried their hardest and that's okay, you know? So yeah, showing yourself a little bit of kindness is just so important. And I'm just going to show you this again because I absolutely love this image. Wow, there we go. Sorry, my hands are dirty. Haven't taken a shower after the barn yet, so I'm kind of a mess. You've got my barn hair, like horse poop hands. It's fine. Yes, I had a professor who used to say, offer yourself grace, pace, and space. I love that. That is a wonderful thing to say. Exactly. Or if you're insulting yourself in any way, would you say that to a stranger? That's how I think about it. Yes. Yeah. Would I say this to a stranger? Hi, Rocky. Hi, how are you? I don't have, so okay, so you missed this part. I don't have horses personally. I volunteer at a horse rescue. So every Friday morning I go to the barn and we take in horses out of abuse and neglect situations. We rehab them and get them healthy and teach them to be able to receive love and to trust humans again. Yeah, it's such a special experience. I just absolutely love seeing them. Like it's just I love it. I love seeing them go from uh, unhealthy and scared to just being able to be their happy horse selves and find a good loving family. You're hitting my horse heart. Yeah. My old barn rescinded wild horses from slaughter. Amazing experiencing and training them. Yes. Oh. So Rocky, welcome in. I think you just missed us pull a self-care card, so I'm going to show it one more time. Today we pulled kindness. And what it says on the back is, what if being kind to yourself really could change everything? Here you go. And I'm going to post it on my Instagram stories if you guys want to screenshot that later. And then the other deck I wanted to pull from is this one, which is the Universe Has Your Back. And this one I pull one from here every day also. I love the little things to think about on this deck. So, and I again love the art style on here. So, I'll close my eyes and pick one for us. All right. So, this one says, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. There's that one. So, just some little things to think about. Thank you guys for being willing to participate in that little ritual with me. Like I said, I will probably make that a point redemption once we become affiliate. where we can pull a card. I've got lots of decks to choose from. These are just my favorites that I do personally for myself every day. And I really appreciate that you guys joined me in that today since I was running late this morning and didn't have a chance to do that. All right, I'll put these back on the shelf. Okay. So now we can get back to building. Yeah, so you guys were telling me how much you love to build bathrooms. And I was keeping to myself how crazy I think you are for that. I'm adorable. What? Shannon? What are you talking about? Chelsea, hi, how are you? Welcome in. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. We're doing a little bit of building. We've been working on this Witchy Cottage now. This is the third stream in a row. I really haven't made it very far. I'm good, thank you. How are you? I'm good. I had a busy morning. I went and hung out with some rescue horses this morning, which is my favorite thing to do every Friday. And now we're here, we're doing some building. I somehow thought that because it is a nice day outside, so I left the chickens outside. I wanted them to enjoy the sun. I thought that I would actually get some more building done, but instead we've mostly just been chatting. But that is okay. I love it. Shannon, I can just imagine you sitting there pulling a tarot card in the mornings, and it's adorable. Oh, yeah, that is me every morning. Absolutely. It sounds like a lovely morning. It really was. Always a good morning when I get to go see the horses. I do that every morning. It's helped me get connected to my decks. Yes, lady, absolutely. It helps me feel connected to the decks, but it also helps me feel connected to myself. You know, it's sort of a little ritual. I sit here and have to and sort of center myself before I do my card pull every day. I need to lurk now. Hope you have a wonderful rest of the stream if I don't get back. Okay, Steph. Love you so much. Yeah, you are about to start your own stream, I think. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely stream. Oh, the lurk message. Yeah, I updated all of the chat commands to reflect how we decided we were going to be the chicken flock in the chicken coop. It's very interesting. I've never even thought about it, to be honest. Yeah. Sorry, I'm all dried out from being out in the cold this morning. But yeah, I think, you know, for the most part, I do have a couple tarot decks, but for the most part, I have oracle decks, which are slightly different. And it is a way that I just sort of helps me center myself and feel a little bit more grounded. And I love that to start my day that way. It's a good little ritual. Oh, Chelsea, I love that. I'm so excited that you're here, Chelsea. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, welcome on into the chicken flock. All right. You guys, I'm going to figure out a layout for this bathroom. Feel free to BRB. LJ put her Crocs on by herself. I need to take a picture. Yes! Take a picture. Put it on Instagram for all of us to see. Absolutely. Tell her that Bok Bok is proud of her. Alright. I love this lamp in bathrooms. This, like, little hanging lantern thing. And I don't know why. I just really like it. I feel like that's not the color, though. That's just not it. This one, maybe? Kind of like bronze. I got my super fancy bathtub, but it can also kind of have, like, it's like bronzy, right? Oh, these walls. Yeah, kind of a bronzy look. This like doesn't really go with that. Maybe like that. Does anyone else struggle with the toilets in this game? All feel extremely unrealistic, except for just like a couple of them. Like, no one has a toilet that looks like this. This one, maybe, but like, no one has a toilet that looks like this. What does that go with? I only like one toilet and I use it in every house. Yeah. I'm pretty much the same way. I like... Where is that? This is my favorite toilet. It was super fun. I'm gonna practice being kind to myself too. Yes. Meowing Chicken. Nina, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, let us know how your kindness practice goes. Or let me know in a DM. I'm always here for people to talk about like their sort of their self-care journeys, their mental health journeys. I think that's really important for us to talk about. Yes, Tiny Living Toilet is a good one. I like this one. I like the John, which actually I don't use the John as much as I used to anymore, because my husband's name is John and the toilet's name is John, and he now asks me every time I finish a build if I used John the toilet in the build, and so it made me feel a little self-conscious. So I don't use it as much as I used to because I feel self-conscious about the fact that it has the same name as my husband. Uh, but I do like the Tiny Living Toilet. I like for like a more old-fashioned, like I don't really like this one because I don't really like this like weird flower on the bottom. But I like the white swatch like this one with just like the little metal accents. I never ever read the names of things or the caption, that huge bio to describe an item. I've never read one. Sorry to whoever at Sims writes those. It's absolutely hilarious to read those sometimes. Like, some of them are just like, why? So this one, too cool for number 2. Following in the footsteps of the please use other door, this toilet prefers Sims take their bladder needs elsewhere. Like, who comes up with this? Why do they come up with this? I have used this toilet sometimes in like a public restroom sort of scenario, and I kind of like it. But yeah, I'm pretty picky about toilets in this game. I gotta pay attention to the names and descriptions now. Yes. Yeah, let's find some more toilet descriptions. I think yeah, this one was so the wolf party bush. We'll just put that there. There's a toilet. Sure, werewolves can learn to care for their needs in the wild. It doesn't mean they don't love using a party bush from time to time. There's a grass called green grass, and every time I see that, I get the song in my head. Yet the names of things in this game are really funny. Alright, I think I'm going to go with this toilet. It's like kind of a more old-timey feel to it. It goes with our like eclectic, we found everything in this house sort of secondhand, sort of piecemealed it together. It kind of goes with that vibe pretty well. Let's see. How do we want to do this layout though? I'm so bad with bathrooms, you guys. So bad. So one of the things I love to do in bathrooms, you've probably seen this in my builds a million times, is half walls. Because personally, if I had the option of while I was taking a bath to look at the toilet or to not look at the toilet. I would choose to not look at the toilet. So I always put a little half wall between the toilet and the bathtub. I don't know, that might be weird. Does anyone else think about that? But one of the things that I hate about, I mean, we have just tiny, like, standard house bathroom, basically like a 2 by 3 square bathroom, like bathtub at the end, the toilet's right next to it, and then the sink is next to the toilet. And every time I'm taking a bath in our bathtub, I'm like, man, it'd be great if the toilet weren't the only thing I can see right now. Like, it'd be fantastic if I could see anything but the toilet. So I try to treat my Sims to a little bit nicer experience than I myself personally get when I take a bath. So they get a little half wall blocking the toilet from view. Almost always. But I think I'm not going to put, like, as much as I want to use that new bathroom clutter kit, I don't think I'm going to put a counter in here. Maybe some shelves or something. Or a window next to the bath. Yes, I swear, whenever we move into our forever house, I am going to design my bathroom in The Sims. And I'm going to take screenshots and I'm going to print it out and I'm going to hand it to John and I'm going to say, look, this is what I want. This is what we need to make our new bathroom look like. Because I want to be able to enjoy a bath without, with like all the peaceful sounds and sights. And yeah, I want like a window that I can open and hear the birds and plants in my bathroom. Has John ever tried to play The Sims? I don't think that he has. It's free to play now, so I might convince him to download it. It's not really his style of game, but I think it would be pretty funny to see him try. He's not super into it, the way that I am, but I might be able to convince him to give it a try. He wouldn't do it on camera, though, if that's where you're going with this, Shannon. I know he wouldn't. Alright. General bathroom layout done. About to start doing some actual decorating. But first, we've got Buffy's basement. So I had a thought for this basement. And so for those of you who were not here, no, of course I saw a TikTok. I'll send it to you. It made me think of that. Okay. Yeah, so this basement. So I had Buffy, one of our chickens, inside when I started this house. And she kept standing on the page down button. I mean, every time she was on the keyboard. Like, how many times did she send us into the basement? So we figured out that Buffy wanted us to have a basement in this build. And if Buffy wants a basement, Buffy gets a basement. So we decided it's going to be sort of like a potion room, apothecary. We're making a witchy cottage. So this is sort of the workspace, where she works on her potions, and she's got a little desk to, scribble her little notes, and we'll have some dried herbs along the walls and stuff. But one thing I was thinking is, it makes sense to me that, right, the first thing you see at the bottom of the stairs would be maybe like a little cellar. Like, it's sort of, like we've got a little cellar. So, like, if a stranger were to come by, right? I'd be like, oh, I'm just checking out this house, and they walk down the stairs, and they get down here. It's just like, there's just some, like, food and flour and barrels of stuff, like normal cellar stuff. down in there. And then hidden behind there, behind a shelf or something, would be this little passage to our workspace. Shrink this down, I think. A little bit smaller. Oh, I did not want the stairs to go away, Sims. Nothing suspicious then. Exactly. This is a perfectly normal house. Perfectly normal. Just in case the townsfolk get all riled up and come check it out. Action's not possible here. It's not possible for me to delete that wall. What? Why? Why, Sims? Why do you make me do it this way? Not as it Sims. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us today. So excited that you're here. We're working on Buffy's basement right now. When I post this on Instagram, I am 100% going to be calling it Buffy's basement on the floor plan. Fine, thank you. How are you? I'm good. It's been an amazing Friday. I got to start my day hanging out with some amazing rescue horses this morning. And now I'm here hanging out with you guys, and it's just wonderful. I'm super happy to be here. I've been looking forward to this all day. Yes, I love my Friday mornings. Absolutely love, love, love seeing those horses. Determined to put this little mushroom chair somewhere in this build. Let's see. So yeah, general layout here. I think we've got our cauldron hanging out. Definitely need some bookshelves in here. Storage. Bookshelves. Let's see. What do we got for bookshelves? Come on, camera. Stop bouncing, please. Like, these are the, the Realm of Magic ones, but that seems a little bit... It's a little too nice for our witch here, right? Like, she's more of a... I don't know. We can't make things too matchy-matchy. Because she doesn't... Oh, I like that. I like that sort of, like... This screams, like... Got this at a flea market, right? Let's see. Hello, hello. Thank you all so much for the warm welcome every time someone comes into chat. Absolutely love it. I'm going to keep using my welcome command just because I am really proud of myself for welcoming everybody into the chicken coop. I updated all those chat commands and I'm really, I love them. So have I scheduled any posts yet? So I started to schedule a post, and then I think it was one of the Harry Potter collab ones that I was like, oh, I'm gonna schedule this, like this will be good, and then I was like, no, I don't trust it, and I panicked and I decided that I'd rather just post it manually because I have more control over it. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there. I'll trust the scheduling thing maybe someday when I'm too busy to manually post everything whenever I want to, or when I start having more, when I start building a little bit more and having more posts. But for right now, I honestly think I'm just okay with manually doing it. Makes me feel a little bit better. I'm not super into like posting always at the best time of day to get the best engagement and stuff, so yeah, I just don't trust the scheduler. And I know there's not really a reason for me not to, but I don't. Alright, we got this one Realm of Magic bookshelf. Gonna get like maybe the tall one's kind of in the middle. Gotta make this look kind of hodgepodge. Sort of higgledy-piggledy. Is that a good word for the vibes we're going for? Once you add it to the schedule, you can also edit it, so it's not set in stone, which is good. I have 5 ready to go throughout next week. Hasn't failed me yet. Shannon, you are such a prolific builder. It's incredible. It really is. You know what? I started to do your January challenge, and then my PC decided to not work anymore. Oh no! Your PC stopped working? That's like, that would be terrible. I would die. But I also use the same computer for work and stuff too. So if it dies, like it's got to be fixed. It's getting fixed right away. Let's see. I need a light down here. This is always kind of a fun light. Seems a little bit long for this wall height, but it's kind of like it's kind of cool looking. If it's like over, I guess if it's right over the cauldron, is the cauldron still usable? I'll still post it just for fun when I have some time. Prolific builder, haha. It's like an escape for me. Yeah, it is for me also, Shannon. I have not used the scheduling because sometimes I change my mind, and post is just part of my morning routine at this point. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it does become just sort of part of my routine, or like a part of my day where I can just sort of like step back. You know, even if I have a really busy work day that day, I can sort of be like, okay, I'm gonna take, you know, 20 minutes or something to edit some screenshots that I've got and put a post together. And it's sort of a nice little break throughout the day, which I really appreciate. I just finished the Smyrna Shell challenge and I'm editing the post. I do save drafts. You have 18? Tat! Oh my goodness. That's so many. I'd love to be so organized with my... Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'll let you guys in on a secret. The only posts that I ever had made before the day of were the Harry Potter collab posts. The only ones. My drafts disappear sometimes. I don't trust drafts. There's just a lot about Instagram that I think it's okay for us not to trust. Like, it's proven itself time and time again not to be trustworthy. I like it. I like this when it's bigger. Maybe I don't like this at all. I don't know. Ooh, I have another idea though. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. I'm really sorry if I do that. That wouldn't be great. What am I looking for? And why is it so hard for me to find? I mean, I know exactly what I'm looking for. I just am like looking right over it right now for some reason. That's not what I'm looking for, but this one I always find interesting. You can't... There we go. You have to place it to see it. I love the little... So this is the magic one, right? I love the little magic glow balls that show up when you place this light, like when you make it small. Like they normally, like if it's full size, it goes in these little side triangle things. Oh, now you... Gosh, you guys are talking a bunch. Let me catch up. Currently, all I have is a list of ideas and 1,000 unfinished rooms and builds. Yeah, Bool. Me too. Me too. And so many challenges that I want to participate in, and yet not enough time to do it, which is really frustrating. Not as it seems. I started too many socials at the same time. I feel that. I'm feeling, honestly, since I started streaming, I'm feeling really pulled in a lot of different directions, just internally, with how I want to spend my time. But streaming, I absolutely, absolutely love it. So I'm not going to stop anytime soon. I have to have a list of deadlines so I don't miss them. Yes, I just want to do everyone's challenges, and now I have the builder games. Yeah, that's yeah. Yes, exactly that. Usually take a yearly break in May because I'm so busy at work that I want to have some stuff saved for when I don't have time to build. Yeah, I've been really busy with work the last few weeks, and so I'm pretty far behind, and like I have nothing that's close to being done build wise. um, and some collabs I need to work on. So, yeah, it's interesting times. So I think what I'm gonna do, is light this room with the glow balls. What do you guys think? I'm gonna shrink these, like if I take this and scale it way down, and we are just left with the floaties. Left with the floaties. Like, what do we be like? What's over here? Hang on, I'm gonna undo that for a second, just because I still have drywall down here, and that's not great. I want to know what it looks like, without drywall. Let's see. I don't suppose there's a version of my super awesome Batu wall that I found that is just rocks, huh? No, there's not. Why would they do that? That would just make it like too perfect. February is a busy month for builds. Yeah, it is. It's very busy. Kind of like this one though. This is similar to the bottom of my Batu. I think it's close enough. Maybe darker? I think darker. It's a witchy basement. It's gotta be darker. I tried to get organized and even made a calendar for when challenges were due. My ADHD and mental health said nope. Yeah. I've got sun in my eyes. Yeah, so my ADHD has been making itself known big time lately. I think because I finally found a medication that works well for my anxiety, which is wonderful. But the problem is that now that I'm not anxious about like letting everyone down and forgetting about things, and like my anxiety is not taking over my brain, my ADHD is like, wow, here we are. So it's been an interesting time with that. Okay, I'm just gonna arrange these based on the little glowy bits. Where the glowy bits are. Oops, wrong buttons. Put one over here. We got two that are kind of higher. Make that one a little lower. I'm literally saying my ADHD meds have stopped working for me, and it's part of the reason I've been struggling to build. Yeah, it makes things really hard. It really, truly does. I wish I could take meds, but yeah, I totally get it. I do as well. It does make things tricky. But, I mean, you guys know, I don't need to tell you that we have such a wonderful, supportive community. Anytime you need to talk about it, my DMs are open, or I know there's lots of other people who would be open to just being a listening ear for you when you've got stuff going on like that. Because sometimes it can just help to not be alone, to share in that with someone. It can make a really big difference. What are we thinking? Is this too many little glow balls? Before I shrink these, and I feel like the majority of us are neurodivergent, so we're understanding absolutely. I've always managed mine without meds because I hate them. I used to have multiple hobbies that I do all the time to distract my brain and my burnout. My job helps. I go to the gym, play this game, do puzzles, read books all in the same day. I just need to stay busy in order to manage it. Yeah. So mine is less about like staying busy and more about staying organized, and keeping my environment organized is what really helps me. And actually, I have a really hard time with that because of all of the animals. They seem to make it their life's goal to make sure that my house is never organized. So the sort of constant chaos around me really impacts how my ADHD is doing on any given day, but it's all right. I'll move one of those off screen there. Same thing here. We've got a few too many glow balls happening. Catch up. Ashi, you're here! Welcome, welcome! Were you all diagnosed as adults? Personally, yes. I did not have any mental health diagnoses as a child, and I have been diagnosed with depression, anxiety, CPTSD, and working on a formal ADHD diagnosis now, because really, since I got my anxiety sort of managed with medication, that's when my ADHD symptoms started showing up. So we're working on the formal diagnosis of that one right now. So many people I've spoken to are on the neurodivergent spectrum. It really surprised me. Yes, Shannon. I absolutely love that there's such a welcoming and wonderful community here for us, that we don't have to explain why our brains are the way they are. We just, hey, my brain doesn't work like that, and everyone understands, and it's wonderful. Issues at the bowling alley. They had no internet for several days. Went there 3 days in a row to fix things because email didn't work. My goodness, Ashi. You're fixing everything for everybody. I'm glad you're here. Simsamoye, I did. Very late diagnosis, I might add. Yeah, I think it's pretty common to get a late diagnosis, I think, especially for women. Yeah, Tat, as an adult. Lady, about 5 years ago now, depression, anxiety, ADHD, and mild epilepsy. Ravioli, anxiety, depression, CPTSD 2. Shannon, ASD last year. Rather late, I guess. Can you educate me about CPTSD? Yes, absolutely. So, CPTSD is complex PTSD. And so there's things like, and I'm not going to get into like, I don't want to get into specifics, but there are things that you would think of as like big T trauma events, which I think most people, when they think of PTSD, that's what you think of. It's sort of the singular event that would cause a traumatic response in your brain. CPTSD is when you've been exposed to smaller traumatic events for a longer period of time. And I think it Sorry, I lost my train of thought a little bit, but yeah. So things that like referred to as sort of like little t trauma. So I don't want to say anything that's triggering to anyone, but things like parents maybe not acknowledging a child's emotions or needs, or a um, longer term sort of low level abusive situation that you're in, would cause the sort of little t trauma events, but over a much a very low prolonged period of time, um, that causes a post traumatic stress disordered response in the brain. Does that make sense? Did I explain that well? There's a few of us in here who have that. So if anyone has anything to add to that, if you feel I didn't represent it well or didn't explain it well, please add what you need to say there too. Um, Another ASD. May, years and years of misdiagnosis of depression, being put on antidepressants made me so much worse. Eventually, my current doctor brought it up, never even crossed my mind as a possibility because of the stereotypes. Yes, an HFA. Ashi, the only time you'll cheer about being autistic. Ashi, CPTSD as well. Um, oh my God, May, that's horrible. They misdiagnosed you. Yeah, the misdiagnoses are hard. I've been through several of them, and it's really frustrating. Got it. Better not to be specific so we don't trigger anyone. Since my breakup in 2018, I learned a lot about this stuff, and the reason why my relationship of 13 was one big farce. Yeah, I think we can probably all relate to that, Ashi. Yes, that's pretty good. Thank you, Tat. Thank you. Misdiagnosis is so common in women because we mask everything so well. Yes, exactly. Been managing seasonal affective disorder since I was 18, 19. It's super tricky. It really is. So I my depression is worse in the winter usually. It's not a seasonal affective disorder, but it is seasonally affected. And it is tricky because I do a med increase every winter to sort of counteract the effects of it, but knowing when to start that is very, very difficult because if I start it too soon before my body and my brain need it, then it's it can really mess me up. But if I hit it at the right time, it makes my life a lot easier. Complex PTSD is well complex. People suffering PTSD mostly have built up a wall, unintended though, and some even don't know it until they struggle with things in life. It can be very easy as greeting a neighbor and such. Yes, that's exactly it. There are things that happen in my everyday life, and I'm sure that many of you can relate to this. Things that from the outside looking in could seem completely normal, um, like, oh, that's just a thing that happens, like that's just a conversation. It's totally normal. There's nothing wrong with it. And logically I know that there's not, but it still in my brain will trigger a trauma response and be extremely triggering for me. So it's all about building awareness about, sort of what those things are for you, and where they come from, and working through it. But CPTSD is a very complex, I mean, it's in the name, complex, but it is a complex uh, thing to work through for yourself and to try and heal from. In my country, unfortunately, it's still a big taboo, everything related to psychological disorders. So many people are never diagnosed. I'm so sorry. I mean, that just, it breaks my heart because I think that um, it wasn't until I was in a place and around people where I felt comfortable being open about it and sharing my experiences with it that I felt like I could truly start healing from it, and start sort of thriving instead of just surviving in my life. And so it makes me really sad to think of people who are not in a situation where they're able to have that level of awareness and conversation around it. Yes, because I had straight A's in school and got along well with everyone, so no one knew what was going on. I would pick at things, plastic my nails, chip paint, and get in trouble. But that's how I got anxiety out, and no one knew better. Exactly. It's terrible. Probably ruled by only neurotypicals. Yeah, my opinion, neurotypicals doesn't really exist because everyone has a psychological trait. I agree, Ashi. I agree. I I think you're absolutely right about that. Like, um, everyone has their stuff. It's just whether or not they are aware enough of it or connected enough with themselves to recognize it, I guess, to accept it and recognize it and be willing to put in the work to, yeah, aware or how they handle it themselves. Yeah, I think you have to be willing to put in the work. It's very important. I tried to explain being overstimulated to my mom and she just didn't get it. Narcissists are ND, but they act NT. Yeah. Um, okay, if it's okay, I'd like to steer away from talking about narcissistic behavior. That is a big trigger for me personally. And so in a public place like this, I would like to steer away from it. That's totally okay, Ashi. You didn't know. Um, I just I could feel my heart rate start to spike a little bit, so I wanted to go ahead and put a stop to that one. Um, but I absolutely love that we can have this conversation here. That so many of us have experienced. I don't love for us that we have experienced these different conditions. Um, but I love that we are able to talk with one another about it. I just came into the stream and fell straight into the psych talk. Yeah. Um, yeah, we, goodness. I want to always try and keep a sort of welcoming and, positive vibe here. So I'm sorry that that was what you fell into. I hope it wasn't, too difficult and that nothing triggering came out, for you. And I also want to make sure everyone knows that if you ever need a um, change in conversation, you just have to say so and we will pivot. If it's a bigger trigger, let me fix that. Oh, Ashi, thank you. So Ashi's using his mod powers to make the world a better place by blocking talk of terms that are triggering for me. I love that. Thank you, Ashi. Okay, I'm gonna, wow, really got the sun in my eyes. I'm gonna take a just really quick BRB break. I will probably be streaming for another maybe 30 to 45 minutes. But I'm gonna switch on the BRB screen so I can warm up my my chicken again in the microwave because it's finally mostly cooled down. But Bool, that's your answer. I've been streaming for how long now, and it's still pretty warm. Like it's not cold completely. Oh, Kelsey also jumped in during this convo. Didn't want to interrupt. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you for uh, wanting to let us focus on that. It was a very important conversation, I think, for us to have. I'm gonna go be right be right BRB be right back. I will see you guys in just a second. Okay, hi guys, I'm back. I have my warm chicken again. Oh, you guys, thank you so much for supporting each other, for checking on each other. I appreciate you all so much. Um, I think we all need hugs. Thank you, Ashi. I think hugging all was absolutely appropriate. Um, I think that after the conversation we just had, it did get a little bit heavy, and I'm sorry about that. I do try to keep things a little bit lighter usually, but I also am glad that we can have those conversations with each other. It's really important to me, and I love that this community is so supportive of that, um, supportive of each other, and just totally understanding and stuff. And I just love that for us. Yes, yes, not too detailed because we don't want to be too triggering for anyone. We don't want to be triggering at all for anyone, really. Um, is my goal, but just be supportive. Um, I know what we're gonna do just to kind of get us back, get us back into the right mindset. We're just gonna review the cards that we looked at earlier today. So we pulled a couple of cards earlier today. Since I did not get a chance to this morning, which is this is something I do for myself every morning. Normally I pull a card from. I have a self care wisdom deck that I like to pull from, and then also this deck is called The Universe Has Your Back, and it's more of a just sort of reminding you that. There might be a bigger plan out there, uh, sort of guiding where things are going, possibly. So we did, since I didn't have time this morning, I wanted to do that with you guys. From The Universe Has Your Back, we pulled I always trust the direction of the universe and know that I am being guided. It's got this dragonfly on it. So just little things to think about to kind of help reframe if you're having a tough time. Oh, you have cards too? What? Oh, you love it. I'm glad, Kelsey. I'm glad. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do every day. Such a nice little ritual. Bye, May. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad you were here. And then this one right here, I think we really need to embrace this one right now. So this is the front. It is kindness. And on the back, it says, what if being kind to yourself really could change everything? What if being kind to yourself really could change everything? Just little things to think about as we run into sort of the little hiccups in our days. Just a nice, uh, just a nice little sentiment, something to reframe your thoughts. It's such a lovely card. It is. Oh, that one's gonna make me cry. I love it. Yeah, it is. It's absolutely. I think the kindness one that we pulled today was perfect for today. Really, um, could not have asked to pull a better card for us today. I took a card for myself as well. Ashi, it doesn't get easier. You are just growing. Wow. That's absolutely perfect for this moment as well. Wow. Hang on, I'm gonna. Will you send me a picture of that card? You can send it to me over Discord. Would you mind, Ashi? So I took pictures of the cards that I drew for us earlier today, and I'm going to post them in my Instagram stories after we're done. I can send it, but it's in Dutch. Well, send it to me and then send me the English translation. Um, and if you don't mind, then I'll also share that picture of that card on my Instagram stories today, since I think that it's a really meaningful one for us right now. And we can learn a little bit of Dutch. All right, we're going to get back to working on what will forever be known as Buffy's basement. What do you guys think? Are there too many like little? So I'm gonna make these. Oh goodness, can't control the. I gotta check my camera settings. I feel like maybe my ignore lot level got reset or something, which happens to me fairly often. I don't know if that happens to you guys. Thanks, Ashi. So, how do we feel about it being like all about having these glow balls? They kind of disappear at certain zooms. Do we like this or do we hate this? I wish they would show up while I was a little closer. Can you imagine playing without Tool? No. No, I absolutely, I refuse to even think about that, Shannon. Even when the one update happened that added what's-her-face up to the corner, who tried to explain the game to me, even though I already know how it works. And the whole UI was broken with Tool. Like, I was like, no, I'll figure it out. It's I just have to figure out how to make this work with Tool, and guess where all the buttons are. I'm not sure I like these little glow orbs the way that I wanted to like them, especially because they disappear when I get down in there. I don't use Tool that much, but sometimes it really is required, yes. Okay. I'm going to change my mind about my glow orbs. Poor Emily, only trying to help. Yeah, the thing is that Emily was really enthusiastic about trying to help. Where are the chickie poos? So they are outside. Today is the first sunny day we have had in weeks. And so I did not want to bring them inside. I wanted to let them enjoy all the sunshine that they possibly could, because they're such good girls and they've been putting up with like weeks of rain. So they're really active out in the yard right now. But that's why I have my chicken Wormy with me. So we still have a chicken. It's just slightly less chaotic. But she is very, very warm. Because I put her in the microwave. I just during our little break, I microwaved her again, so she's nice and toasty and warm. So she's here with us. We got to think of a good name for her. She doesn't have a name yet. It's the cutest little chicken Wormy. We love her so much. Alright, back to the drawing board with lights, though. I'm going to switch into floor lamps. Also, while I was up, I went and got myself some tea. Our stream mascot, yes! And I realized I had her on this shelf behind me, but she was kind of off to the side where you couldn't see her, so I made her a little spot. So even when the chickens are here, she'll be up there. You'll catch little glimpses of her up on the shelf. Steve-O to match the Jackass theme I'm going for. Shannon, you're killing me. Does she look like a Steve-O? I actually used to have a dog, a little girl dog named Steve. She was the best little dog. Loved her so much. Miss her every single day. She was just the kind of dog that was just, I mean, she was happy and she just loved, loved, loved. That was the only emotion she ever had, was love. Stevie is unisex, I guess. Yeah. I don't really want to name the chicken Stevie because I don't want to replace Steve, my puppy, my sweet little girl. Emily was the, I'm trying to think of a nice term for her. The help person in the game. There you go. I was gonna go with that tutorial bee, which is inappropriate of me. I know I have my channel marked as mature, but, because I didn't want to have to, like, feel bad if I accidentally said a curse word. But I do try and keep it family friendly. Bull, yeah. When you guys make loose leaf tea, do you put the leaves in little bags, or do you use like a filter straw? Just out of curiosity. Be fair, I understand why they did it. Imagine coming into Sims now, getting it free and knowing nothing. Yes, absolutely. I just think it should have been automatically disabled for those of us who have a long history of playing the game already. Like, totally unnecessary. Thank you very much. I really do try not to complain too much, though. What is this? How come I've never seen that before? Oh, I just got that pack not too long ago. I haven't really played around with it. Just going with floor lights now. Our little basement. I love these little candles. I hardly ever have an opportunity to use them where it doesn't feel out of place, so I'm totally using them now. Since this is our eclectic, like, who even knows what's here house. I imagine our witch is a little bit of maybe like a minor hoarder. They float too? What? I did not know they float. A lot of people complaining about nowadays software. Some software is already there for 15 years and then they assume everyone knows what to do with all the expansions. Yeah. This camera's killing me. It's killing me. Like this. I like how it's like dark wood and then like she found this bookshelf at an antique store and was like, I have to have this one. I must have this one. So it's a completely different color than the rest of the furniture, and that is okay in this house. I love it. What floats? Shannon said these little, these candles. These candles float. Hello, Maya. Are you gonna come see me? No? Changed your mind? We've got to get Luna on stream. She's my little white kitten. She's not a kitten. She's like 4 now. But she'll always be our kitten. She's really shy, though. Anytime I'm doing something she's like not quite sure about, she sticks pretty clear of where I'm at. Lotus tea lights. I add them in pools every so often if they fit the vibe. The majority of tea lights float in a pool, I think. Oh, I've honestly never tried that. I don't use pools very often. I love that this little mushroom comes in so many colors. Oh, I think we need a wall light above the little desk. Oh, this is that little night light that came with the bathroom pack. I'm not using that there, but I hadn't actually pulled it out to look at it. It's kind of cute. Yeah, pools aren't for me. Yeah, every once in a while, like if I'm gonna use a pool, I'm pushing my comfort zone a little bit. So every once in a while, I will do that. I don't like that. It looks like a really low polygon, crappy little light, doesn't it? Let's see. I like this one, but I want it to be, let's see. I wonder if it looks okay if I turn it upside down. Maybe. Maybe. Keeping this in the running. Start up the Sims and everything is so small, not sure how, but the Sims is set on 4,000 resolution. Oh my goodness, Ashi. Yeah, sometimes I'll shrink my UI down for something and then it'll take me forever to figure out how I did it and why and how to get it back. Does this have like a little kind of more of a spotlight effect kind of going down on the table? I like this lamp though. That one's kind of cute. That doesn't fit my vibe. Doesn't pass the vibe check. That's huge, but even if it's not, I don't love it. Just set full HD back, indeed. Size up my UI to be able to see the catalog items better. Oh, Shannon. Not close. Also, I don't know how to do tray files, so I'm gonna have to learn that. But yeah, I am not close. I'm close on one. I've got one of them that's pretty well almost finished. But I'm gonna really push this weekend to get those two done. As you know, I've been really struggling with one of mine for that collab. But it's not due for, it's like the 20th or something? Struggling so much with base game and get together, I just hate it. Yeah. It is honestly very, very difficult. Base game plus one pack is extremely difficult. Yeah, it's a collab, Ashi. And so for every lot you do, you can use base game plus the pack that the lot is in. So like I have one that's base game and eco living, which came together really easy, of course, because eco living building stuff is amazing. And then I have one that's base game and vampires, which I find the vampire build items to be fairly difficult to use without other packs to supplement. So I'm struggling. Samoye, you're finished? There's a chicken? Is there a chicken in your build? Like, did you put chicken coop in it? Do you have cottage living? I'm bopping to this Sims music. I like it. I actually don't usually play with music on. No, I just love the emoji. I didn't even start. Does that mean I'm finished as well? Ashi, maybe I'll pass one of my builds off to you. Chickens! I cannot wait till we get our chicken emotes in here. I told you guys they're going to be like the cutest little fat chickens, right? Hang on, I've got a picture of one of them. I know, let's see, Kelsey. I think it's in our text because I think I've sent it to you forever ago. I chose base game only and city living. Yeah, you want, yeah, Shannon loves cottage living. I mean, we all do, really. Okay, I'm going to show you guys this. So this, oh, there we go. Can you guys, oh, Oh gosh, I'm so bad at this. You guys see that cute little chicken? That is the chicken that Tatiana sent to me, and uh, it is what prompted me to be like, I absolutely need you to make my Twitch emotes using this chicken as a base. Um, I follow a streamer who did not stream for over a year, and she has the coop in the name. Look, they have knives. Oh my goodness. I do not want chickens with knives. It's too violent. We like happy, non-violent chickens over here. Non-violent chickens. Windenburg is close, I guess. As close to Britain as we're gonna get, yeah. City Living is a good pack. That's the only chicken emotes you have. We will get chicken emotes. So I think at this point, so I'm like 3 followers away from 50, which is what I need for affiliate. And you know what? I'm going to save the game and I'm going to pop over into just chatting. Because I am going to have to stop streaming here in just a few minutes. And just enjoying hanging out with you guys. But I wanted to get your opinions about some stuff. Thank you for the follow. Who is that? We have anonymous follows, but if and when you feel like introducing yourself, please feel free to do so in chat. Now I'm 2 away. Yeah, so... Oh, that was you. Thank you, Bool. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, so I think the holdup to getting to affiliate, which, you know, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world if we don't get it super soon, but it's going to be the individual streaming days. So I think it has to be 7, which honestly would be the end of next week anyway with the schedule I have. But I was thinking about putting on maybe some like co-working, just sort of, I don't know if you guys know Cozy Cottage. It's like a little lo-fi music game on Steam where you just have a to-do list and it's just like a cozy little like background stream, and maybe putting that on while I do some work over the weekend. Kind of have like a co-working vibe stream where we don't chat as much, but we are all just here and the chat's open if we want to chat and talk. I'm not sure. I was contemplating it, just to try and get to that affiliate and then see sort of how streaming like that feels. Because there are a few other games that I'd like to stream that aren't The Sims, but I'm not sure if you guys would like that. Because sort of my whole community is Sims based. What games? So let me open up my. Okay, I know that you guys aren't looking at my screen, but I am saving the game. Even though no one reminded me in chat. I'm going to exit. And then I'm going to open up my Steam library because I am so bad at remembering the names of things. But yeah, there are a few games that I like have picked up over the last few months where I'm like, this would be... Is that a slight dig at us? No, absolutely not, Shannon. I'm just saying. It was maybe a little. Only because I love you. And Ashi was the one who insisted I make him a save command. Steam library is taking forever to load. Come on. What is happening? Steam. Seriously. Save the game! I already closed The Sims. My whole Steam is like, absolutely not. I will not function. Okay, here we go. So one of the ones I thought would be really, really fun. Um, Shannon, I was about to say, once you ask, I'll remember now. Yeah, so we have a exclamation point save command in chat for you guys to remind me. So one of the games I thought would be pretty fun for us to play as a I thought it would just be interesting is Wildermyth. Have you guys ever heard of that? It's like a sort of like an RPG, but it's like a create your own story. It's a little bit like playing Dungeons and Dragons on the computer with yourself. Wildermyth. Wildermyth. And it just uh absolutely has you create the wackiest stories. Oh, thank you so much for the follower. Yeah, we have anonymous follows, but if or when you feel comfortable introducing yourself in chat, we'd love to hear from you. Yes, I love the art style on Wildermyth. It's such a cozy game to play. I pull it up on my Steam Deck all the time, just like curled up in bed, play it for a little bit. So I think it'd be really fun to do some of that on stream and just see what absolutely wacky stories we get out of it. Because some of the things that happen in that game, it's just so silly. Like I had one where someone's head got turned into like a wolf head because they befriended a wolf out in the wild. It's just super wacky, um, and crazy and just fun. Have I played Stray? Yes. Simnus. Oh my goodness. Hello. Hi. Wow. How are you? Just stopping by real quick before I head out to work. I'm so glad you're here. If you guys don't follow Simnus on Instagram, you should. I know you're taking a break from building right now. But she is the entire reason I made my Simstagram. I've been following her for a couple years, and we'd had a few really good conversations. And she's literally the reason I was inspired to make my Simstagram. I'm so glad you made it. That makes me so happy. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's get your Insta URL in there too. Even though I know you're currently taking a break from building, and that's totally okay. Yeah, she's wonderful. You guys will love her. Um, I'm so glad you're here. So yeah, so we were talking about other games that I might like to stream. Oh, before you head off to work, I'm gonna show you these cards real quick. We pulled cards earlier on the stream, and just before you go to work, I feel like you should have these little messages that they gave to us. So, the first one I'm going to read, this is from the Universe Has Your Back deck. And we did these on stream today just because I normally do them in the mornings. And I was running low on time this morning, so I decided to do it with you guys. This one says, I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. Oh. So there's that one. Sorry, you get my dirty barn hands this morning since I went to see the horses. And then this second one, which I think is just super important to remind ourselves about regularly, is this is from the, let's see, Self Care Wisdom cards. And this one is kindness. I love the art on these cards, they're just so cute. And the back says, what if being kind to yourself really could change everything? So I just want to, I don't know how long you're able to hang out with us. I'll be wrapping up here in a few minutes anyway, but I want to make sure you got those messages before you go off to work because they're so, so important for us to be able to take a minute and pause and reflect on that thing. time I get 17,000, my life restarted 50 times, Ashi. Oh, good. Thank you, Simness. Yeah, so we were talking about like some other games that I might stream in the future besides Sims. I think Wildermyth is high on my list. I think that it's just going to be kind of a fun one to share those stories with everyone. Stray would be really fun. I have played some amount of Stray. um, and I really enjoyed it until I started getting to the point where there were a lot of those bugs. And I was like, this little gun that the scientist gave me like isn't killing them well enough or something. Like I felt like I wasn't skilled enough. um Totally unrelated. I'm sort of multitasking, but my hair looks so pretty. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just have it in these are my barn twists that I do on Friday mornings. I literally like didn't even change clothes. I just got home and hopped on from the barn. I watched Jacksepticeye play it and wish I didn't watch before playing myself. Yeah, Kelsey, you and I bailed on Stray at the same time. Yeah, we really did. Like as soon as it was more than just I'm walking around as a cat pushing things off and exploring a city, I was like, this isn't really what I had in mind. um, so Jacksepticeye is a very famous streamer. I honestly have never heard of him. Not my type, though. His screaming and swearing triggers me. Yeah, I relate to that. I have a really hard time with non-cozy streams. I need a little bit more chill vibes. Um, he was quite calm and Stray. Um, Another game I think would be really fun to put on while I'm streaming, and only because we tend to like just hang out and chat a lot on stream, and I hardly ever get any gameplay in. Like, can you guys imagine me trying to play Stray? Like, I'd make it like 2 steps with the cat, and then we'd get sidetracked in chat, and something would like a bug would come and the cat would die and that would be horrible. There's no way I'm turning chat off, Shannon. That's my favorite part of streaming. Is hanging out with you guys. We're super casual gameplay around here. Um, but so there's a game called Loop Hero, which like you can basically just leave it by itself. Ashi, stop abusing your mod powers. Seriously. If I can figure out how to undo it, I'm going to undo it. Thank you. It's okay, Ashi. I forgive you. Yeah, Loop Hero I think would be fun, which is another sort of like chill like RPG type game, but your little guy just walks around in a circle. He walks around in a loop and you get little tiles to place to earn yourself loot and stuff, and eventually you kind of build up a little settlement. There's kind of a story involved with it, but it's largely hands off, um, which I think would be pretty great for streaming because we can hang out and chat and then occasionally make some changes on the game. The I'm serious part let me not click quickly enough. So yeah, Loop Hero is a contender. Um, let's see. Strange Horticulture. Have you guys heard of that one? Would you also like to play with viewers? Possibly. Um, so I guess I have a little bit of hesitation. So a lot of the games that are like play with viewer games, I think, tend to require more concentration, and my focus really is on sort of very casual gameplay while hanging out. It's really important to me that this is a space where we can all just sort of talk and hang out, and the emphasis isn't so much on being a good game player. Um, and so I don't want to play games that take too much of my focus away from chat. So really just like pretty slow point and clicky type games, I think. Storytelling games. Thank you for the follow. Oh my goodness. Wait, is that 50 now? Or one left? Okay. Ah, she's keeping track. I know when Hogwarts Legacy is released, I'll probably just be obsessed with that. Never played WoW, but it's very popular. I used to play it. I haven't played it in a long time. I can't decide if I want to get back into it or not. I have a lot of other games that are keeping my interest right now, though, so that's okay. Potion Craft is a game that I have been pretty obsessed with lately. It's just it's a really chill, um, really cozy little like alchemy simulator game. Not me wanting to make a second account to get you more followers. Don't worry, Shannon. Or Kelsey, sorry. You guys have the same color in chat. Don't worry, Kelsey. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much for the follow. Is that oh, Johanna. Hi. How are you? Um Wait, Ashi, is that the number? Are we at 50 now? Since you're better at keeping track than me. Hi. We're so glad you're here. Kelsey, it wasn't me. It's a real follow. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome on in, Johanna. So glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining us. Now I gotta check my follower count, which is not something I ever really intended to do on stream, but still gonna do it because we're so close to 50, I think. Or we're at 50 maybe. Oh, Johanna, awesome. Oh, that's so exciting. So you're judging. There's so many good builders this season. We were talking earlier, Shannon's in here and then May was here earlier. We were talking about how nervous we all are. Wait, did I get accepted? I don't think yet, Ashi. I still have to stream for 7 unique days. And I think that I'm also not quite at the like hour amount that I have to stream. Oh no, for the Builders game. Yes, I did. Yes. So I did get accepted as a builder, which I'm so excited about. I applied just totally like on a whim and never even imagined that I would get in. And so I got the notification last night, like right before I went to bed, and I was just like squealing at John. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this! A lot. Almost everyone I know who's simming got accepted. Oh, I was a season 3 builder and also a judge in seasons 1 and 2. So you're an old pro. Got any tips for us? I'm so nervous. I've been going through all the emotions of like excitement through like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking by even applying? Were you a builder in season 1, Ashi? I didn't know that. Have fun and good luck. Ah! Now I'm getting all nervous again. So it's okay. I have my chicken. My comfort chicken. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. And in such a short time, since I made my Instagram, it's been just so. I found such a great community and such great friends, and I just absolutely love you guys so much. All right, it's like so it's 2:30 here, and I haven't eaten anything yet today, so I am going to have to go. I know Johanna, you just got here, and I'm so sorry. Um, you just got here, and I'm gonna have to be signing off, but I'm going to send you over to an amazing streamer who's also she is one of my mods. She's playing Stardew right now. So we will have a little bit of a change of game, but Steffi is such a sweet person. She's absolutely amazing. So you guys will love her if you have not seen her streams yet. Rocky, welcome back. We are just about to head over to Steph's stream. Could someone come up with a chicken coop raid message for me, please? To let Steffi know that we're coming in from the coop. Thank you, Simness. Thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Johanna. Bull, thank you. Happy Friday. Yes, enjoy the last little bit of work for the week. A chicken themed raid message, please. We don't have Joe in here. She's always so good at them. If you guys need me to do it, I can do it too. You just gotta let me know. Let's see. Shannon, what are we meant to be doing? We need a raid message that we can all paste into chat when we get to Steffi's channel. Here, let me come up with one really quick. So we'll say where. Oh, here we go. Here comes the flock. Sorry, I was like, am I meant to be doing something? I posted, but it got modded. What? Hang on. Let me. Where do I find if it got modded, Rocky? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have anything in the auto mod queue. What? A banned word? Ashi, did you ban too many words in my chat? Ashi. All right. One of these days I'll have one just all ready to go for you guys. But yeah, if you guys could copy paste what Ashi put in chat right there, starting with the raid emojis. And awesome. So I am going to send us over to Steph's channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. When we get over to Steph, be sure to post that message and hit the refresh button so you count as a view on her stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Love you guys.